So, good morning and welcome to this course on HR analytics. And we're going to see a topic from Unit 3, which is called organization-wide alignment audits. Here, we are going to see about predictive modeling in HR analytics. As per the last discussion, we saw predictive modeling basics. Now, we're going to end up and see what is totally about predictive modeling with respect to HR analytics. So, predictive modeling, as it is very clearly seen from the last discussion also, it is definitely going to improve a lot of enhance HR processes, right from talent management, retention of the employees, and in terms of performance of the employees, what is the forecast of the performance of the employees? So these are all definitely enabled by predictive modeling using data-driven, using the data, and also here we want to also, as we saw in the last discussion, we're going to integrate design thinking approach in this particular presentation, so that to ensure that the predictive modeling, predictive modeling are effective, very effective in the processes. Next slide. So this is actually a visual information regarding the regarding this how HR is actually integrated with analytics as well as various technologies and also with design thinking. So if you can see this particular slide, we have this human-informed analytics, predictive analytics and all come into this particular stage. And second is the data science. When data science is much more advanced, when we want a lot of rigor and insights, then we use a lot of insights with respect to the data science domain. And the modeling, as we see predictive modeling, intelligent modeling is also one of the domains. And today we are in the midst of AI. So generative AI is actually a very current technology, which is going to impact predictive modeling in a big way. And creative automation. So AI is again going to use enhance the experiences. And since we are going to apply in predictive modeling the design thinking stages, so first we'll start with the design thinking, the empathize stage. So with respect to predictive modeling, we need to understand when we want to build a predictive model, we need to understand, we need to empathize, we need to understand the user needs. So we need to collect the feedback from the HR through the HR professionals. What are the challenges? See, here the target people are HR professionals, it's not the employees. So HR employees are whom we need to empathize and collect the data. And what are the challenges they have in terms of hiring and in terms of talent management? So also, what are they? So that what happens, we ensure that the new process it is getting aligned with the organization's goals. And data gathering. We are going to collect the data using surveys and also interviews with respect to the employees. So now, if you have a third-party survey, it is definitely much more better because a lot of confidential information is going to come up. And the data gathered is going to be qualitative as well as quantitative regarding the various aspects of an employee experience, what the HR feels about the employee experience, so that we can actually build a better predictive model based on the actual needs. And one more thing is the voice of employee analysis is also a technique where employee feedback are actually also employees feedback are actually used to uncover insights and patterns which can actually go in a very long way to build up predictive models. And once we complete the empathy stage, we have a data, we have an understanding of the likely pain points in the problem. So now we're going to formulate that and put it on a formal statement. Because once a problem statement is correctly formed, then only we can actually develop we can actually find out a solution for that and do a prototyping and then testing and then implementation. So once I'm using this, actually, we are going to frame the problem. So we're going to identify which are the major challenges, which are the minor challenges that the particular predictive modeling is going to address. For example, if you talk about a major challenges, turnover and hiring patterns are actually a key challenge for any HR domain experts. And developing insights. The next is actually once we define the problem statement, based on that, we need to actually identify specific needs and issues that require predictive solutions. This is actually part of the define stage. And third stage is we're going to set very clear objectives. So what actually the predictive model should achieve? What is the outcome? What is going to address? And for example, is it going to improve the employee engagement and operational efficiency? We're going to clearly define it. So all this is going to come under the define stage. And the ideate stage, one, we have a problem statement form, then we're going to get into the ideate stage. So ideate stage, these are the three areas as of now. which we are going to see now. One is the brainstorming solutions. The brainstorming solution is a very simple and effective way where we can go to generate a lot of ideas in a very quick manner. So that the predictive modeling, what is the solution we can use, which type of technique we can use in the predictive modeling, which is going to increase the creativity and innovation among the stakeholders. Next is in the ideating stage, we are also going to discuss the solutions in collaborations with the experts. For example, if we talk about the data scientists and an HR professional, so that we are actually developing very intelligent techniques and tools. Then the third is the prioritizing features. We need also in the ideation stage, we need to do the prioritization matrix. So to ensure that which are the factors which we need to focus more, which are the areas which is going to give a high impact. So there the focus is going to be on more. And once we have this ideation done, we know what is the solution to be developed, and then we are going to actually build it. So we start with creating a mock models. So we're going to develop prototypes of this particular models, and we're going to test that. We are going to use using a sample data sets, and we're going to understand and analyze the potential as well as usability. And this prototype should also have options where we can use diagrams and visual tools to ensure that how the data is flowing from the back end, from the front end, the back end, and also, and make it easier for the stakeholders to understand. And once a prototype is done, the feedback of this prototype is taken from the HR team so that it is actually aligned with the user expectations. Next is the DD test stage. Now we're going to validate the predictive models. The predictive models are going to be now tested. So we're going to test using actually real-time data and test data so that we want to measure what is the effectiveness. We want to take the output out of this particular models, and you're going to test the effectiveness of the solutions by actually checking the results of the implementation taken out of the decisions in various critical areas like retention and recruitment success rates. And another key factor of the testing of the model is continuous iteration, where you're going to refine the models continuously so that the model gets accuracy of the models improves. And also it is more and more relevant to the HR functions. And documenting the findings. The record of the outcomes is very, very important so that what happens, we're going to document it, the insights which are gained from the particular testing of the predictive models. And this is actually something related to the activities. And these are the diagrams which are used for the understanding. These are the diagrams which we can use. And these are some of the challenges and opportunities in predictive analytics. Data privacy concern is a very big challenge because employee data is used in predictive modeling. So we need to ensure a lot of safety and ethical considerations. And the changing workforce dynamics is also a big challenge. Actually, the predictive models, if we have to be remain relevant and effective, it has to incorporate the changing workforce dynamics and the skill gaps. Also, in terms of the utilization of the model, the skill gaps have to be addressed. So these are the future directions. It has to get integrated with HR tech. Emerging trends of machine learning is definitely an emerging trend, and the long-term vision is actually it becomes part of the standard HR decision-making process. Now, this is one of a very good case study which we are going to use in terms of peering predictive modeling, and these are some of the references. So this is a mind map of all the discussions we are having done till today in this particular slide. So to conclude, the key takeaway is actually we need to ensure that the predictive modeling which you want to develop incorporates a lot of diversified inputs and the parameters. And ultimately, at the end of the day, a data-driven culture is actually there in the develops in the organizations. So thank you very much for patient listening. Thank you.